Hey everybody, Twain with Nutrena for North 40. Hey, let's talk a little bit about meat birds. When we talk about meat birds, we're generally talking about Cornish Cross chickens. They are very different than pretty much every other breed of chicken. Probably well over 99% of the chicken that you eat, whether that be in a restaurant or at the market, are Cornish Crosses. They are really fast growing birds, very, very efficient, but they're also very different. All your other breeds of chickens self-regulate their diet. They will stop eating when they meet their nutritional needs. The Cornish Cross, you need to help them here, okay? They will actually overeat. You actually feed them differently too. People ask me all the time, how long do I leave them on the starter feed? You don't feed them starter feed. You feed them a meat bird diet from hatch to freezer, which is approximately 8 weeks. That's kind of the optimal time, 56 days. They grow really, really fast, like something out of a sci-fi movie, okay? There's nothing weird going on, nothing GMO. This is just 70 years of selective breeding. They're very, very efficient birds. By the way, guys, they're dumber than a bag of rocks, okay? I'm just saying that. There's no bad chickens, but there are some dumb chickens. Cornies are really, really dumb. They're a little more delicate. You never mix those with your other chickens. They should be brooded and raised only with other Cornish Crosses. Your other chickens will beat them up and dominate them, probably won't let them eat. The other thing is they don't self-regulate that nutrition. So the first 3 to 5 days, you can free feed them. Then after that, it's real simple. Don't fill the feeders at night. Remember, they're under a lamp. They will eat all the time. I call them the Homer Simpsons of the chicken world. They will just eat, fall asleep with their head in the trough, the eyes pop open, they start eating again. You want to use deep shavings as bedding. They don't move around a lot, and they can be a little on the nasty side. They kind of wallow around in the mud in their own poop, but having deep shavings helps with this. By no means trying to discourage you from these, just don't want you to make the same mistakes I've made. So don't mix them with other birds, regulate their diet. If it's getting hot out, they don't deal well with heat, so having a fan indirectly on them really helps reduce your losses. You know when you're overfeeding these guys because they end up having heart attacks, they flop over on their back. They even have a name for it, they call it flip over syndrome. Usually happens between 4 and 6 weeks of age. So people ask me all the time, how much will they go through? Well, your average Cornish Cross in 8 weeks will consume between 18 and 20 pounds per bird. So that gives you an idea, and you don't have to process them at 8 weeks. Some people do younger. They want a fryer, they do them about 6 weeks. 7 weeks is a big fryer, 8 weeks is a roaster. After 8 weeks, now this is up to you. If you want to go longer and really get a big bird, it's up to you, but I think you're kind of playing with fire. The older they get, the more likely they are to have heart attacks or that flip over syndrome. So 8 weeks, maybe 10 weeks maximum. I know people do 12 weeks, but it's up to you. So they're gonna eat more, obviously, if they go more than 8 weeks. So that's, again, up to you, not right or wrong. You don't make it too complicated. I mean, they say you should do 12 hours on, 12 hours off on the feed, but if you don't fill the feeders at night, that kind of accomplishes the same thing, makes it nice and easy. So regulate that diet, a meat bird diet from hatch to freezer. Don't mix them, keep them relatively cool, and you'll do just fine with these. Thank you very much. This is Twain with Nutrena for North 40. If you have any questions, go to north40.com.